Hello, peoples. I'm Sasha. I'm a little random. Welcome and welcome back. All right. Okay, so it has been a while. Let's not act like that hasn't been. A lot has happened. A new job, a hysterectomy, almost moved. Not quite, but yeah, it's been some things, some health concerns, and some more stuff. But let's get into the garden. Okay, so this is outside plants we're doing today, and I'm just going to go through the alleged plan. And if you garden, then you know that the plan changes, what's coming and what you're going to be planting that year and what you're not, and it fluctuates. Okay, so I'm going to give you the general plan, and today we're just going to go over the veggies, peppers, and tomatoes. And if you'd like, let me know if you want to hear about the lettuce and the herbs, because those are going to be interplanted. Okay. All right. So let's start with the alleged plan. This is the alleged plan, and I don't know if you can see that, but maybe I'll just put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen. Okay. So this is the top of the hill. Now, as you can see, we have our peppers and at the top, and peppers at the bottom with eggplant. So we're going to be kind of interplanting, as I said. And then we'll have our potatoes here. And I haven't figured out what I'm putting here. Maybe some melons. I'm not sure. We'll see. And then when we switch to the other side, this is the bottom of the hill. And we have our tomatoes, and then we have our tomatoes on one side and our cucumbers on the other. And then we have some more peppers, some more peppers, some more peppers. This is a blank bed. I don't know. I may, if I can afford to fill it, then I will put peppers here and make this something else. This is usually where my flowers go, so I usually put sunflowers and zinnias in those. But we'll see. Here is probably going to be onions. But if I don't put melons at the top, what I'll probably do is put the melons here and put these two peppers in this 20-gallon bag, because that's what this is. The big circles are 20-gallon bags, and these are, I think, 2x2 circles. And then this is a 2x6. All right, laters. Screen. Here's the plan. Okay. I have a top of the hill and I have a bottom of the hill. I plant on 0.31 acres. That includes the home. And I have a lot of yard. Cue yard here. I have a lot of yard. That's the yard before I put the garden up and the fence and everything. And I'm actually really excited, and it happened over time. So I am in zone 7B in Maryland. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start with the top of the hill, obviously, because it's the top. Okay. So top of the hill is going to be sweet peppers and squash, potatoes, and melon. I know, seems like an odd coupling there, but there you go. So I'm going to put pictures up, so let me move this way. Okay. So I'm going to be doing early squash. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm so sorry. It is nighttime if you can't tell, because, you know, it's like 2:30 a.m. Don't tell anybody. Okay. So then we have honey nut butternut winter squash. Now, please don't be confused. The winter squash isn't squash that you grow in the winter. It's squash that stores well over the winter. So you can grow it in the summer and then it will store. Okay? It's not squash that you grow in the winter. So, yes, I just learned that not too long ago. I've been gardening for 5 years and you learn something new every day. So, yellow bush scallop summer squash. I'm really excited about these. This will be my first year growing them, and I'm really excited. They're 3 inches and creamy. That's the best description I'm gonna give you. but I really am excited about them. Other thing I want you to know is I will be, for the first time, interplanting the sweet peppers with the squash because I hear that they're good companion plants. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I did Google and I have heard somebody, one person, do it, and they said it worked really great in their garden. So we're gonna give it a try this year. Zucchini Black Beauty squash. There we go. There. All right, and then we have the melons. Okay. We have Sugar Baby melon, Sugar Baby watermelon. That's kind of nice. It's a really, it gets about that big. It's literally like a personal pan pizza, but a watermelon. So, I love cantaloupe, but I really love honeydew. And if I'm honest, I get more ripe honeydew than I do watermelon. I don't know about you, but I do. Lately, finding a good watermelon in the grocery store has just been a sucky adventure. But I can still manage to find the honeydew that I like. So I wanted to try a different type of honeydew. This is a white Lanzhou melon. I don't know. It just jumped out at me. I don't remember the description or anything. 1940s, introduced in 1940s by U.S. Vice President Henry Wallace. Who remembers the vice president, especially in the 1940s? But whatever, a level of history. Terrible at history, by the way. But I like history of vegetables. Anybody else? Like, I kind of like to know the story of things sometimes. Just because it's interesting where things go and how they got here or there, Eggplant. I found out that I like grilled eggplant. I really like it. So I'm definitely going to grow some eggplant and try to come up with some new eggplant recipes. If I don't use them all, I'll just hand it out just like I do every year with stuff that I either don't like or have way too much of. Okay. So the first of two is going to be Black Moon Hybrid Eggplant. That's Black Moon Hybrid Eggplant. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then Mitoyo eggplant. They're different shapes. So yeah, I just like the shape of this. I don't know why. It's it's a little odd, but I like it. So I like it. Okay, so then we're going to go to the sweet peppers. This is where I'm excited. Peppers and tomatoes are my favorite things to grow. It used to be cucumbers, and I still really like cucumbers. And if I had a top three, that's the third one. But if we're doing top twos, it's definitely peppers and tomatoes. Hands down. Easy. Now, depending on how my year goes, depends on which one gets the number one spot. But I probably would say tomatoes this year is probably going to be the one because I'm growing a lot of tomatoes. And I'm actually part of these two groups called Tomato Lovers Collective and Pepper Lovers Collective on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook very often, but I love my groups, and those two are awesome. If you like trading, if you like seeds, if you like information, if you just like seeing pretty pictures of other people's random and different types of peppers and tomatoes. They also have a Garden Lovers Collective. It's still new, but I think it's going to be really big. But that tomatoes one is hot stuff, man. It's hot stuff. Okay, so back to the peppers. All right. We're doing Rotunda Yellow. I don't have a picture on this one, but I guess we'll pop one up on screen. Rotunda Yellow is a really different one. This will be another one that I'm growing for the first time this year. We have Flavor Burst Bell Pepper. That was one of my favorites. I actually don't remember how I ended up with it the first time. I want to say I just tried it from like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, and it was so good. It was so good. It's so fresh and citrusy and green, but not like a regular green pepper. It's really awesome. So that's great. And I'm debating on this one. I really want to grow it. It would be the first time that I grew it this year. Don't have a picture on this one either. But Pulled Biberlic Antep. Like, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'll put it on the screen because this isn't showing with the light behind that thing, and there's not one on here. So hey, All right. Lesia red. There's also a Lesia yellow. I grew some last year, but I didn't get to eat them. Long story short, I grew it. I let the peppers stay on for too long, just because I was going through some things, and the garden really just didn't produce as well last year. But I was able to save a buttload of seeds. So this is the amount of seeds that I saved for myself. Okay, that's a lot of seeds. And then this is what I have left from the original pack. So I'll probably be sharing some of these in the Pepper Lovers Collective. I think I've already shared a few. And I did dry these myself last year. Last year, 2025, was the year that, the first year that I actually started saving seeds. So I did tomatoes and I saved some pepper seeds. And I saved some seeds from a store-bought honeydew melon. But needless to say, none of my melons worked out to last year at all. White bell pepper. Did you know there was a white bell pepper? I sure didn't. I didn't know it was a white bell pepper. I knew they had different colors. I even knew they had purple. But white. So I'm growing the white bell pepper. We'll see how that goes. I'm a little excited about that one just because it's so different, and I'm wondering what a white bell pepper tastes like. Like, I know I tend to like the yellow and the orange bell peppers because of the type of sweetness it is. Like, they're all sweet, but the type of sweetness is way different than like a green, bell pepper. So then we have candy cane chocolate cherry. I actually don't know why when I first started getting seeds, I got them in little packs, but then I had to put them in these little packs, which I actually really love if you're packing seeds because you can see through here. And then I just got them from Amazon. Just type in seed pack with clear back. Because that's how I had to find it again when I needed some more. But for some reason, I don't know why I was, this clearly has a label on it. This clearly has a label on it and everything. Has a name. Why did I have to put it in here? Why? Why did I have to put it in here? I don't know. But I guess to keep everything, I can get a little anal, so I probably at the time just wanted to make everything look the same, but it just became too much, so I just stopped. Sound familiar? Okay. So, Mad Hatter. I really liked Mad Hatter. That tasted good. I got a whole one of them off the vine last year because, as I said, my pepper year was not good. I used all of these seeds or traded them, so I had to save some. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I saved quite a few of these last year from the peppers that were left. But I got one off, so hey. Giant red Marconi. This will be the first year that I grow this. You know what? I don't think I have my Jimmy Nardello. That should have been the last one. Jimmy Nardello. That's disappointing. I have to find that. Ooh, squirrel. Okay, so Giant red Marconi will be the first year that I'm growing that this year. It gets really big from what I hear and what I've seen online, and it's really sweet and it's juicy. I haven't had it, but these are all the nice little descriptions that I have of the Giant red Marconi. The last sweet pepper is Jimmy Nardello. I grew it for the first time last year. Let me tell you, that thing was good. It was so sweet. It was crunchy. It had just a hint of citrus in it. It was like this long and there's squiggly lines, and it's just like, it's a really cute pepper. I really liked it. So that definitely is going to be one of the ones that I think I grow every year. I did take shishito off. I don't know why. I may regret that later. I have no space, so I may switch it for something else if it comes back. But I don't know why I took it off. I think I have so many different types of peppers. I really just wanted to try something different. And most of these are different. I've either only grown it once or not at all. So I really wanted to try these. This is a photo case, and I like this is, they come in a little box like so. And I love this storage. It's just a photo box. You can get them from Amazon for like $20, or you can go to some craft stores, they'll carry them, or you can go to Walmart, carries them, and it's just photo storage. Look, you click open, ta-da, look at that, isn't that beautiful and organized? And it's a wonderful thing. Get you some. It took me a while to organize it the way that I think I want it. I just got a second one, so that helped me organize my seeds a little bit more, because I have more seeds than places to put them. Anybody else have that problem? But this is just, it's a little case. It carries quite a few in here in each one. And as you can see, I label them by category, and then for the year I have a separate section now that I have a second box where I just put bottom hill, top of the hill, bottom hill. So that first box was the top hill. Now let's do bottom hills, bed 1 through 2. These are going to be hot peppers. Okay, so we're starting off hot for the bottom. Okay, I think we may end with tomatoes. Yeah, let's end with tomatoes. So aces and eights, I'm going to grow this year. I grew it last year, but again, I left it on, I was going through a middle space, and my garden just got neglected, and it did not go well. So I grew some, and they look pretty nice. They look pretty nice, but then they got sunburnt and dried up, and you know, I should have still saved seeds. I should have still saved seeds just to see what would happen. But I still have some seeds. I'm definitely going to do better this year. Doing better this year. Okay. Doing better. You do better too. You can do this. We can do this. All right. And then we're doing pimento leopard. So we're doing pimento leopard. I'm just going to stop showing, but I'm just going to do like this. Do like this. Because I'm showing a picture right there. Unless I have a bigger picture, which I don't have a lot in here as far as those that have pictures. Hot Hungarian wax. I really like pickling these. I really like pickling these. These are so good. I like pickling them and putting them in my salads. Even fresh, they're good in my salad without the pickle. And I have 2 packs. I have the pack that I saved, and I have some leftover packs. So I like to keep my seeds together, even if I have doubles. So I'm only going to grow from 1 pack, but I just like to keep the packs together. Giant Manzano. This will be my first year growing this one. This will be my first year growing this one. But it's really interesting. It's I like the size of it, and it's orange. I do love an orange pepper. Orange and yellow really are my favorite. They taste so good. Even the hot ones, even the sweet ones, it's just, I love them. They're my favorite. Purple UFO. This will be my second year growing it, but probably my first year yielding, because again, last year happened. But purple UFO is a really popular pepper, and I'm really glad I got my hands on it. It wasn't hard to find, especially in Pepper Lovers Collective. I actually got this in a trade, but you also have the option on the Lovers Collective groups to trade for stamps. So they'll be like, well, I have these 5 seeds, send me 5 stamps, and I'll just give you the seeds. Give you the seeds. It's a wonderful thing, Zamunda. Peter Pepper, funny story about this. So when I don't have any space and I really want to grow something, I'll really just give it to my sister so she can grow it, and I can be like, oh, let me taste it. Share some seeds. But last year, as a joke, let me premise this by saying my sister is a minister. She's not a prude or anything. She's a minister. She's an elder of the church. Very godly woman, but she can crack a joke, okay? And so I got her Peter Pepper because look at it. And so I was hoping that she would walk out on her balcony, because she is she's primarily a bag grower, you know, a container grower, and she's going to dabble in some you know, raised bed growing this year, but she's primarily a container grower, so she's going to do a little bit of both. But I was hoping she would go out on her balcony and just like, or her porch, and just be like, but instead, I guess she didn't have space and she did the same thing I did. She gave it to a friend and she was just like, it's a male friend and he's married. So the whole thing was hilarious when she was telling me this story. She was like, he's going to think I'm weird. Just like, no, he's going to think he's trying to get you to do something. I don't know, but I thought it was hilarious, and she thought it was funny too. But like, I was just like, just explain to him that your sister, your baby sister, gave it to you just to be ignorant. Okay, you'll be fine. You'll both be fine. She said they were really good though. I didn't get any, but she did say they were really good. Like she loved the heat level and the sweetness in them, and that they produce pretty well for her. So I'm really excited to grow them this year. Maybe I'll get some since I got none last year, sister. Anyway, large red cherry pepper. This is just a tradition. I have to have this in the garden. I really want to take the time to stuff them this year. I really want to take the time to stuff them this year. I love the stuffed ones that you get from markets and things like that. I really love them. I gotta figure out what they're actually stuffing them with, because or the juice that they put them in. I don't know. It's all good. The olive oil. It's really, really good. Jalapeno de guito. I love jalapenos and I pickle them, and I tend to sell them a little bit. Or I'll trade them or give them away as gifts and things like that. So jalapeno de guito or dieguito. I don't know how you say it, but it kind of looks cool. So when you get peppers that are really jalapeno peppers that are really hot, or the spicier they get, they're either red and cracked, or they're red, or they're just green and cracked. But if you get the green ones that are cracked like this, oh, they're hot, baby, and they taste good. I like it. Mama likes a little heat. Okay, Mama likes a little heat. So this will be the first time that I'm growing this one. You catching the trend here? Peppers are mostly new. Absolutely mostly new. Ghostly jalapeno. I am really excited to grow this one because one, I love jalapenos and I'm down for the hybrids, okay? And then ghostly is basically ghost pepper jalapeno hybrid. Really excited about how this is going to come out. I can add this to my pickling options if it turns out really well. I think it will. I really have high hopes for that one. And Sugar Rush Stripey. This will be my first year growing this. Well, I tried, I want to say 2 years ago. Nothing happened. I got nothing out of these seeds. So I have a few left. I think I only planted like 3 and 1 sprouted, but it was so weak it just didn't do anything. So I have 5 seeds left. So I got something to work with. And I think out of the 5, I should be able to get something to work a little better than that first year that I attempted to, because I really got nothing. I was really disappointed, because this was the one I was most excited for that year, and this is the one. There were 2 that didn't grow, and this was one of them. So I was just like, go freaking figure, right? KS Lemon Starburst. I got this free from Exotic Hot Peppers when I ordered something else. And I really just want to try it. It has a very high Scoville units, which I think this may be the hottest one that I'm growing this year. I am also growing orange habanero. I need to go through this again because I am missing my orange habanero. That's not in here, and I'm definitely growing that this year because I grow orange habaneros every year. Jalapenos, orange habanero, must in every garden, and large cherry, must every garden year. I have Black Magic jalapeno. This is an F1 from 2024. I have quite a few seeds left, so I'm going to grow some and kind of probably trade the rest of them once I see that they've sprouted and I'm getting some production. And I'm really excited about this one. All right, so that is beds 1 through 2. Really excited. Again, this is the bottom hill. So now beds 3. Now, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do 4 because you're technically not. I'll get to that when I do 4. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So 4. I had Bear Creek. I grew that last year. It was really good. It's not quite as smoky as other tomatoes that have that anthocyanin, I think it's called, on it. But it's really good. It was really good and juicy. The production was kind of medium, but yeah, I really liked it. Aunt Swallow's Polish Plum. This will be new for me. I really wanted to get more into plums just because I like paste tomatoes, but I've heard that plum tomatoes are really good at making sauces. And so I kind of wanted to grow one. I do want to still grow one paste tomato. I'm undecided on which one I want to throw in there. But for now, we have Aunt Swallow's Polish plum. Copper olive. I got this in a trade also. Look at the little bag, it's so cute. It looks like drugs. But Copper olive, it just looks pretty to me. It looks really pretty. I mean, look at it. It looks really pretty to me. And I heard it's really good and that it has high production rate. VD21, this was one of my favorites from last year. Oh, it was so good. And I hadn't had one this shape. I hadn't grown one this shape before, or had one this shape, at least not that I know of. But VD21 I got from Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. And I think I won it. Did I win it? I think I won it in a game or something. Or I won it in a raffle. I can't remember. I won it either way. And I was just like, oh, I don't know what this is. I guess I'll grow it. But I'm so glad I did. I highly recommend VD21. It's sweet. It has a little tartness to it. Just enough so to perk up the sweetness a little bit, but it's not cloyingly sweet. I have no idea what the Brix number is or anything, but it's really good. It's really good, and I highly recommend it. So once again, I still have 2 of the original seeds, and the rest, these are the ones that I saved. So, but I'm like, look how much bigger this bag is than this. I don't know what to tell you. I have not seen a bag this small since the 90s. Don't worry, I wasn't using the bag. I just remember seeing it. Hey, 90s, 80s, baby, 90s raised me. It really, the 90s did, because we were, wasn't nobody coming for us or watching us at the time. All right, so this one I'm really excited about. I'm trying to find something that replaces, what's it called? That replaces, I'll put on the screen. My brain lately has just been all over the place, and I don't know what to tell you. But, what is the name of this daggone tomato? Basically, I love the tomato. It tastes really good. It's one of my favorites every year, but it cracks so badly. And if you get a good rain, it's just a wrap. You got to cut half the top off before you can eat it. It just seems like such a waste. Now, I do want to kind of get into compost, but that probably won't happen anytime soon just because we got to find space to do the composting. And I kind of got to talk my wife into getting into that system even when we do find space. So, orange is the new black creme. I got this from Val's Backyard Heirlooms. I had never seen it before. I'd never heard of it. I've heard of creme tomato, but orange is the new black creme. That's literally the whole name of it. Like it's got a long name, I promise you. But I'm a little excited about growing this because I've never had a creme tomato. Have I? No, I've never had a creme tomato. So I'm really excited to try that one. It's a good size. It's a slicer, Lucky Tiger. I need to use these seeds, which is really why I'm growing them. It keeps getting knocked off the list. Of grow, but I kind of want to try it, and then I wanted to try it, and then someone was just like, Lucky Tiger is a cherry tomato that really isn't all that good, and that kind of threw me off, so I kept falling off the list. But I have to grow these before I can't anymore. I have like 5 or 6 seeds left in here. I said left, but I probably 5 seeds in here. I haven't even opened a dang. Oh, have I? Let's see. Let's see. 2, 4. Yeah, there's 5 seeds in here. 5 seeds in here. So I'm going to grow them this year and see if I like them, because that's really what you have to do, especially if you know you have different tastes. You definitely want to try just every year, grow something you've never grown, and grow something that somebody said was bad that you just might like. You never know, okay? Unless it's something like you don't like it because you don't like the taste of anthocyanin tomatoes, you're not going to like it if you don't like it. That's something like that is just natural. Like, it's like when cilantro tastes like soap to people. Some people just really don't like anthocyanin tomatoes, which is fine. Tomato Cosmic Burst. This will be new for me this year. Again, obviously these 2 seeds came from the same family. Cherry tomatoes here. Cherry tomatoes here. So, Cosmic Burst is going to be really interesting just because look at it. It's so pretty. I mean, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that grows and what it tastes like. I did hear the production can be kind of 50-50. It's not bad. It's just like either okay or it's great. So I'm hoping for a great season. Green Berkeley tie-dye. I have 1 seed in here. So I might not be able to grow this. We'll see. I don't know how I ended up with 1 seed. I did try to grow it, but again, last year didn't work. And then last year I went through, oh, that's what happened. Last year I went through 2 batches. One dried out, one got waterlogged, and the other one it just didn't produce once it started growing. So it just kept giving me leaves, and everything else grew. Well, no, everything else didn't grow because it was a bad year. Other stuff grew last year. It just didn't do well. I'll say that. It didn't do well. Lemon beefsteak. This will be another new one for me. I have not grown a yellow tomato before, so I don't know if it's a flavor profile that I like. But lemon beefsteak was a free seed from Val's Backyard Heirloom and she's on Etsy. You should check her out. She has really good options, selection of things, and not just tomatoes either. But I just went for the tomatoes. It gets really big because it's a beefsteak, but it gets really big from what I hear. And I like slicers. I really do. I like to cut them up and eat them. I like them on my sandwiches. I love cherry tomatoes, but if it's the right slicer, I will put it in my salad too. I will. I sure will. Slice that thing up and put it right on and be happy as pie. Okay. So my name is Sasha, and so I have to grow a Sasha's Altai again. I grew it last year. It was really good. It was really good. It's a semi-determinate from Siberia. But I really like this. I'm like, do I need to look into Siberian Siberian tomatoes, because it's really good, and I was really happy because it has my name on it. But there is another one that has my name. I have to figure it out. If I can remember the name of it, I'll put it up on screen. But there's another one, and I have to get it if I can find it, because I think it's from a Russian dealer. I can't quite remember, and I don't think they deliver to the States, whoever it is. So I gotta phone a friend or something. I gotta get some more friends so I can phone a friend about some tomatoes. Virginia Sweets, another one last year that did not produce last year at all. I'm kind of wondering if I have something in my soil, but I'll tell you. Last year, I'm going to tell you what I didn't do. I did not put alpaca poo in my garden. And I really think that is why my garden didn't do as well. I really do. I buy cheap soil, and yes, I amend it, which is usually fine because I've been doing that for years. But then ever since I started putting alpaca poo on my stuff, let me tell you something. My plants grew and grew and grew and just kept producing. And I didn't do it last year, and everything just like was wah, like it just was bad. And I got some stuff, and stuff tastes good, but like it was not a good year. Sorry to keep complaining. All right, so this is bed 4. Now, bed 4, I'm a little conflicted on how I'm going to do this because I don't want it all tomatoes and I need space for cucumbers because, as I said, I still really like cucumbers, right? So I could do, the plan is to do one 8x4 bed, one side tomatoes, one side cucumbers, okay? Do you think that'll work? Let me know. I'm going to try it either way, but like, let me know. I may not. I may just cut out some. I don't want to have to cut out any tomatoes. That's the problem. I gotta figure things out. But I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do one side and one side, and that should be enough space to excuse me, make sure that they don't compete. But I also want to do some more pickles this year because even my cucumbers didn't do anything last year. That's how you know the soil was something going on because there ain't no reason that cucumbers is the easiest thing to grow. Them things just grow. You'd be like cute and they grow. Just yeah. Cucumber muncher. That's cucumber muncher. I'll be growing that. And then, oh, Cherokee purple. That is the tomato I'm trying to replace. It was in bed 4. That's right. We'll get to that. Cucumbers. I'm doing straight 8 cucumber. I am doing National Pickling Cucumber. National Pickling Cucumber. And these next 2 will be very new to me, but I think that they are very interesting. If you look at the pictures, they're very interesting. So, Jabai Cucumber. I got this in a stamp trade. Was it a stamp trade or a seed trade? I think it was a regular trade. It was a stamp trade that turned into a regular trade, whatever. But Jabai is really interesting looking. I mean, look at it. Like it's not like a regular cucumber somehow. I don't quite know how to describe it. Puna Kira. Puna Kira is a cucumber. That is not a cuss word, okay? I don't know. Look at it. That's nice. I'm excited. I think that's going to work nicely. So these 2 will be very new to me. I've never seen them, never heard of them, never grown them. So exciting things are happening this year. Girl, Weird Thing is a tomato. And I like weirder things, and I am a girl. I'm not a girly girl, but close enough. Stay weird, my friends. Girl, Weird Thing is going to be interesting. I hear that it tastes really good and that it's a solid tomatoey tasting tomato. So I really wanted to try it. Big Hill is if I'm correct, is the orange tomato. I believe it's the orange tomato. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But either ways, I'll be growing it because I looked at the picture in the description and I liked it. So we're going to do that. This was also a bonus seed from somewhere. Brandywine Black. I think that is another one I was choosing to try to replace the Cherokee Purple that cracks so much. I hear Brandywine Black is not very common. It's not very common. I asked around about it. Not a lot of people have grown it before. Some people have heard about it, but not a lot of people have grown it before. And so it's just new. It's just new, and I wanted to try it, and so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Sophia Sweet Caramel. Now, Sophia has a tomato line that looks like all me. It just, all of her tomatoes look like all me. So I put in the Seed Seeking Saturday, which is a opportunity on the Tomato Lovers Collective where you answer the post and you just be like, I'm seeking these 5 seeds, and if somebody has it, they'll be like, yeah, I'll trade you, or I have it to give, or this, like that, and the other. And somebody, I put, I think 2 or 3 Sophias, and they had 1. So I'm going to try this sweet caramel, And I mean, look at it. It's very pretty. I'm going to try this sweet caramel. And if I really like it, I really feel like I'm going to end up buying more of the Sophia line. Just because it's, I mean, if you just look at the descriptions and look at the pictures and hear the testimony, it just seems like something I really want to get into. Malachite box. Malachite box is so good, people. Please get you some. Try it. Find it. I got seeds. I think I got some seeds. That's one thing that did grow last year. So anything that grew last year, I probably should regrow again just because. The Sasha's Altai did okay. The Malachite did okay. The VD actually did really well. More so towards the end of the season, even though they kept getting smaller. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it was losing nutrients or in the soil or what, because I did only fertilize twice. I usually like to fertilize 3 times in a season. But I also didn't have, like, a lot of things just were different last year. But Malachite box was last year was the first time I grew it, and I had to save seeds. So I think this is literally the first time that I saved seeds from a tomato was the Malachite box. Absolutely worth it, and that is a historical moment. Cherokee Purple, I am debating taking this out for something else. I really love Cherokee Purple. It really is. I want to say it's my favorite tomato. I'm not going to say it though. We're going to say it's my second favorite. I have not had my favorite tomato yet. We're going to say that. But this is definitely my second favorite. It's so good, but it just cracks like the dickens. All right, Joyson 10 tricolor. I won these seeds. I have a lot of seeds, y'all. This really is just tip of the iceberg. I mean, I have 2 cases of Seed Saver things, and one's full and the other one's like 2/3 full. So Joyson 10 tricolor. I mean, look at the cross section. Look at this. That is just pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty. I like it. I'm growing this truly because of the color and the look, if I'm honest. Anybody else ever done that? But yeah, I'm doing this truly for the look. I have not heard anything about it. I just saw it and thought it was cool. And when I got to pick one of the tomatoes from whatever thing I was looking at, I picked it because it was pretty. Yeah. True story. True story. So that's going to be it. And just in time because my battery is dying. I'd like to thank you for watching. But first, let me know in the comments if you want me to do my herbs, grasses, flowers, and lettuce. All right? But until next time, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy your day. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And I will see you laters.